Hey guys, welcome to this video. So this video I'm going to be going over a quick little Topstep 200 green a day 50 con scalp strategy. So basically this just relies on going super heavy, and since you're going so heavy on your position, since you're going so heavy, just 1 or 2 points or 1 or 2 ticks whichever way is going to hit 200 green, whether it's crazy ass silver, crazy gold, or the MNQs, the Qs, which really I mainly trade and I'm gonna stay on. So, anyways, let's go to this example. So, my sort of strategy method. So, the type of trader I am, I like to run up big balances on the first day or two, and then get my 200 green days after that with my locks. First, I just let it go. I let the beast out on my first day. That's what I always do. My first day, I put no locks on, and I just take it. I play with it. Look at 5K green, then I dropped to 0, then I got back to 5K green, 5,700, and I was like, okay, that's fine. So locked it up. Perfect. Same thing here. 3,000 green right here, went just 2,700, then dipped down, then back to 3,200, then I lost 100, whatever, 3,200, green, right? Green, locked it up, cool. So big balances. Those are big balances. And I even have another one too. This was all yesterday, by the way. Actually, I could also go for a little bit of review. I'll probably do it after this, honestly, though. I want to make a specific video. But anyways, yeah. What I did yesterday was funny. I was saying how a woman was making love to me, but a woman made love to me. Yeah, it was amazing. Sweet, sweet love. That's what Silver felt like yesterday. Yeah, see, Silver, a woman made sweet love to me. Yeah, that's what she felt like. That's what she feels like. Yeah, honestly, yeah, it was pretty good. But anyways, so, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, yeah. So I have another one too. So I made 2,600 green. And again, this is the first day on it. Again, yeah, 2,600 green here, right? 5,600 green here, right? 3K green here, right? So that's 3K, 5K, that's 8K, and then 2,700, that's 11K. I'm 11K green, right? 11,400 I did to be exact. I added the three numbers, so three XFAs, 2,700 green, 5,600 green, and 3K green. And now here's the thing, right? I'm printing all this money. I made $11,400 in one day, baby. Right? I'm so happy. I'm all cool. I'm great. But it means nothing. Lately, it was last week. I made 12K in one day across 4 XFAs, I think, and then I just threw them away like the very next hour or the next day. I could just throw it all away. That's what I've been doing. That's what Topstep does. That's their what is it? That's their business model. Even if you run up any sort of green balance, check out, this is the business model. For this to really be real, this 10K, I have 11,400 to my name, but technically it's real and it's to my name, but none of it's real yet because it's not in my bank account. And I just know how fast and how easy you can lose everything. I lose 10K in a snap, in a finger. Literally, I lose 10K like every day. I always make 3K, 5K, and then I just lose it the next second. So I finally locked out today, so good job. And so that's the first step though, right? That's a good job, first step, great. But I still need to extract it. I still need 4 more green days of 150 or more, right? To actually get a payout. If I get 4 more green days of 150 here, right, then actually I did some ChatGPT numbers. Here it is. Right here, right? I have these balances, but I need 4 green days of 150, so pretty much 200. I just did 800, 200 times 4 is pretty much whatever. It's more or less, it's yeah, whatever, it's ballpark, it's fine. So then after 800 green, right, 4 more green days of $200, I get 6,400, 3,400, and a 3,900 balance. Divide that by 2 because I get 50% payout. That'll be a $6,850 payout if I can get, if I can get 4 more green days here, right? And so all I need to do right now is just get 200 green. 200 green here, 200 green there, 200 green, here, 200 green there, 200 green there. You know what I mean, right? And so what's a method that I like to do? This is a method that I like to do because I don't know. I see it as a trader. This is my experience. This is my my strategy, right? This is what it is, right? After I over-explained a little bit. Let's just get into the strategy, okay? So now I need to extract. I need to actually extract these. This is 2 funded here. This is Jason's account, his Topstep. I want to have 3K and 5K, and then my Topstep account, I have another 2,700 green, pretty much 3K green. But I'm not gonna exit out and log in just to show you. It's just I don't want to do that and mess it up with all the devices because then I don't know Topstep like who knows or something. I don't know. Well, anyways. So let's extract this, right? I need 4 more green days. I need 200. I need 150. Really, it's 150. I need 150 green here, 150 green here, 150 green there, 150 green there, and then or no, yeah, 150 green here, 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 and here. Just 4 more days, right? And then I can extract, make it real, 3K cash profit real, right? And it could go more, but that's definitely not really the focus. But let me just get into the strategy. Now, how do I do it? Basically, is this. We'll pretend, because I can't trade it right now, but I'm going to go to the practice account. And basically, when I get to a big balance, over 2K, I get access to 50 contracts. Normally, when your balance on a funded is below 2,000, you only get access to 20 contracts. You know, this 20. This is what you get access to normally, right? But since I have, you know, a big balance over to, you know, over 2,000, I have a 3,000 and a 5,600, right? I get access to 50 cons, right? Which would be this. And then what I do is I get filled and I just put a take profit right here at 200 and check it out. Look, because it's such a big, and it sucks though, because look, you could just get knifed. That's the risk of this strategy, right? And then look, now I'm down 270 red, and it could knife me, and it could be red 1,000, and it could hit me. It happened to me a couple times, but my leverage is just the chop, honestly, the dip. Like, look, it's red, but it's gonna bounce up and hit 200 green. It just needs 2 points. It's crazy. It's just 2 points. You see, 25-6-12 to 25-6-14. I just need 2 points. Now it could knife the heck out of me, right? It's kind of doing that right now, actually. But that's my strategy. That's the risk. That's what I'm taking. And I just I'll put a red PDL to 1,000, right? Because I'm still just red 300. My PDL hasn't hit yet, right? It would be down here that my PDL hits, right? And then I lose, you know, 1,000 on the day, right? Or this dips back up to just 2 points from where I got filled, and then I make, you know, my 200 green, and I get, really, it's not 200 green. You put it for 200 green, but there's fees. There's these fees here, these freaking fees, right? So it'll hit 200 green, it'll take profit at 200 green, and this will say BL 200 green, but then the fees come in, and it's $7 per 10 contracts. So on 50 cons, that's about $30, $35. So then, and look, now it's coming back up, right? I can get wicked out and get stopped out yet. Look, and now I could hit my 200 green, right? And then I could be green 150 on the day, right? I mean, it still hasn't hit it yet, but you know, this is the strategy. Literally just coin flipping. Jason calls it coin flipping. You just coin flip, and he's kind of right. I do just coin flip, but I have more leverage to the downside, so it gets more of the 50 con thing to this upside. And honestly, this is not even supposed to be this stressful. Normally, I'm supposed to coin flip in here into chop. Chop is your friend when doing this strategy, the scalping 50 con scalp strategy. Chop is your friend. And honestly, in this bill breaker, to coin flipping in there is way more dangerous. But I don't know, I guess just for the sake of this video, but yeah, even be selective. Be selective on this 50 con, you know, scalp. Don't just yeet. I mean, you know, like, yeah, like over here would have been good. Take it over here. Look at this chop. This chop over here, look at 2 points, 4 points. That's what I need, you know? Or you could also long and short bill breakers. I mean, like now, I could have just shorted this bill breaker, right? And then I would have gotten 200 a while ago and red 400, right? And so yeah, now then this is the danger though. Yeah, it was break even, and then it came back down, and then look, now it's not. Now I'm kind of shit on. Now I'm about to lose 1,000. You know, yeah. That happens when you short the bill breaker. You get a bad fill. Yeah, that's all it takes, and then boom. Yeah, look at that. Look, and I'm liquidated. That's, you know, it shows. You know, not every strategy is gonna fucking work out. You know, but it's crazy too. The fills matter though. The fills, you just gotta be patient for it. It's like this. We'll just rematch this, reset this. You know, didn't take that dumb bill breaker ad fill. Now we'll look at this. A 200 EMA. Now it could squeeze, right? But hey, how about let's go with just, I didn't get filled there because, oh yeah, the bill breaker. It is not chop anymore. It's just bill breaking. Either I'll wait, be patient, or still I could get in just because this dipped so well and so good. You know, I could just get back in, right? Like maybe here would be the good, you know, or this could freaking squeeze this 200, honestly. Yeah, see, and this was, see, that you could just go to the bill breaker. But yeah, see, that's this is the coin flip. This is the coin, and so today I'll be liquidated, right? But there's other days where simply, you know, you're just patient, you know, and then, I don't know, you just long right here, right, off that bill break, right, 50 cons, right, and right here, it's surely just it's gonna bounce up some and hit 200 green, right here, imagine you just long this instead. You never had a trade earlier, this was your first 50 con scalp trade, right, I just need 2 points, right, but you could fight the bill break, you could literally snipe death, you could literally snipe getting shit on, and then boom, look. Now that boom, there it is, 200 green. I know, you know, at first, yeah, it's that's trading, but yeah, but that's literally the idea. That's the idea. Is just, you know, imagine I didn't go through all this, right? And I just came here off rip, and I was like, hey, you know, let me just, how about I short the bill breaker? This is gonna continue. You know, 200 green. Yeah, look, 255. Look, it's already about to hit. It already would have hit actually. And I just need 200, just 200, because you have to minus the fees. It's not, don't do 150, man. And boom, look at that. Boom, imagine I went to a different funded, right? Maybe that one got, I went to a different funded, and then boom, I got my 200 green scalp, and now I'm 200 green on the day. Because, I mean, you could just actually trade for with 20, but you just need way more points, honestly. I mean, look at this. You need way bigger. It's a big deal, honestly. It's a big deal. It kind of is, right? It's kind of a big deal, you know? But this is bill breaking down. Yeah, kind of a bad example. Like, this is a bad time. Yeah, this honestly, the chop is your friend. For this thing to really work out, the scalp, the chop is actually your friend to get that 50 con 200 green day. The chop is your friend. Bill breakers like this are just hella dangerous, mega dangerous. You know, mega bill breakers are a danger, right? Because when it gets up here and you get in, you'll never ever see a green again, and you don't know. No one ever fucking knows. That's the fucking bullshit of trading. But yeah, you know, look at this. I mean, this is not so bad, right? This could just keep bill breaking though, you know? We'll just, how about I don't fight the bill breaker? That's my trade, right? But then, you know, boom, it flips, and then boom, 200 green to the green side, boom, and that's a 200 green right there. It's a coin flip, right? It's a coin flip, but it definitely, this is a bad example, you know, don't coin flip in the bill breakers. I'm honestly, I'm just tilted in this example of practice, right? But this goes to show, don't coin flip in the bill breakers, right? Coin flip, you know, the dips, you know, coin flip here. You know, like right here would be a good coin flip for the long. Yeah, right here is a good coin flip for the long. It is, right? Everyone wants a head and shoulders sell off, and check it out. You know what? They're not gonna get it. They're not gonna get it, and I don't think I'm gonna get a bigger best dip fill. I don't need to, right? I just need 50 cons, right? And to put it up into here, right? And this is my coin flip. Of course, though, they do just shove it down. But I don't know. I don't think so. I think this gets bought up, and they hit my 200 green. But yeah, you know, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. You could just trade. You could just be honest, because this is just a coin flip. This is not even trading. This is like kind of gambling. I mean, it's leveraged in a way. Again, though, this is bad price. It's funny when it's good price action. It's actually bad price action for the coin flip. You know, honestly, this is not a very good video off rip, to be totally honest. I was also gonna make a video about something else. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know. But yeah, you could also hold, I mean, look at this. Maybe it was your first trade of the day and you need 1,000 red to get liquidated, but then only 200 green to get your target. Right? Yeah, check it out. Imagine this is going to bounce. Right? Hit that 200 green. Even though, and it's a terrible fill too. You could get way better fills. You could get way better dips fills. That's all you need is just 2 points. So really it's better to just get on a dip. Really, because then, I mean, you'll maybe hit it, like this will hit, like, you know, yeah, this will probably hit 200 green, I think, but it's like stressful, like there's no reason, like, see, like, look, boom, you know, but it was just like, it was just stressful, like it's annoying, but it does hit it, you know. It's a coin flip. It's a coin flip, you know. You get the gist of it now, you know. You get the gist of how real it is, you know, actually in real time of trading, how, you know, it's difficult. You know, it's dangerous. That's happened to me before, you know. That's exactly happened to me. I was like, oh, let me coin flip, you know, my 50 cons, and instead of hitting my 200 green this way, I just go straight down into that red K and then liquidated red a K on the day. You know, just like this. Literally, this is how it starts, 200, and then boom, you know, and then I red 1,000 when I was just aiming for 200 and and it's that fill, and you know, and it also compounds, like maybe this dips here down and I'm red 300, and then really I don't even hold all the way to red 1K, I just stop out early, then I'm just red 300, and then now I'm just really just, it's the first trade that counts too. You have, the first trade has to be the correct coin flip guess. Otherwise you're pretty much cooked if you stop out, pretty much. I mean, not really. Then from there you just kind of have to honestly trade, size down and honestly trade from there. But that's not really the strategy. But again though, the strategy, it works best when, you know, it's choppy. And also too, when I'm actually trading, like right now, you know, just for the sake of it, I'll just like, let me just long here, I bet it'll go up, you know, being lazy, you know, because this is just a video practice showing. But really, you know, if I was live, if I really had this, you know, my woman made love to me accounts with my 3K, my 5K, really, you know, looking for 200, I would be, just be damn patient. All you need to be patient for 2 lousy points. Be patient. And I was. I think there was this one day, I mean, maybe I could show you. I don't know. When was it? No. I think it might have been around here. I didn't even label them. I was just like bored. I feel like it's this. I mean, this is green. This isn't green. Yeah, look. Oh, actually, no.
It goes.
I don't know. whatever. You get the gist of it, what I'm trying to say. You know? But yeah, see, this can happen, so that's the danger. Yeah, that is the danger. 9 EMA reject. But yeah, see, let me try to trade this just for a second. I mean, yeah, no, this is pretty good. You know, like it always just bounces. Usually. You know? You could also just honestly trade. It's just, you know, it's rather dangerous. It's rather very dangerous. But yeah, I don't know. This is the strategy, more or less. But you know, it's the coin flip, okay? Some days you're not gonna get it. Some days you are gonna get it. That's, you know, just, I don't know. You just have to actually trade. Just trade well. This is like a terrible example day. I don't know what you're, you know, like you're seeing nothing but loss. You know, no, it works. It's just I'm just not really trying to trade. I'm not trying hard because it's just a video. You know, just example, you know, worthy. But look, boom, there it is. Boom, and then boom, as your first trade of your day, boom, I got mine. We'll say this is, you know, pretend it's the new day, so it'll just be 200 green. Really, at 200, really, it'll feel like 170 green. It'll be like 160 green, 170 green, 180 green, even like 155 green. Sure, that's fine. It doesn't matter. You know, and then you'll get it. And it's also same thing for gold. You know, it doesn't have to be just the Qs because the Qs do 2 points. Same thing for gold. You can go to gold. Same thing here. I mean, look at this chop. This is actually pretty good. And then same thing. Gold wants a little more though. You don't do 200. You want like 240. Yeah, 240. And then if that fills, um, yeah, then if 240 fills, then you're 200 green or you're 170 green. But yeah, that's just it's difficult. It can be difficult. You know, it depends. This is also bad price action. 11:30 a.m. It's much better off of the usual 7ish 8 a.m.s where it's choppier. That's actually your friend. But yeah, but there's a lot of ways to do it, you know. I could 50 con. I could also just put my red 400 and just do on 10 cons and just try to honestly get 7 points. I could get an honest just 7 points. I could just do that, you know. It's just a little bit harder, you know. Like here, you know, if I honestly trade with a red 400 stop, that gives me 20 points, and then 200, you know, it would be 170. So really, I need actually I need more, 97 to 89. I need like 8 points, really. Actually, I need 8 points. And I'm risking 20, right? 87, 89, 69. Yeah, pretty much I'm risking this chunk to fill versus that chunk, and that's a lot more difficult. But you get the gist of it, okay? You get the gist of my coin flip strategy. But yeah, it can be dangerous. You just saw, honestly, if I had done it today, then yeah, that would be a red 1K day. But there's other days, you know, you just gotta get a better fill. If I just went short, if I just made my 50 con, you know, coin flip here, then you know I got my 200. If I coin flipped here, I got my 200. If I honestly earlier too, you know, not even over here would have been better coin flips for both sides. And the chop is actually your friend in the coin flipping. If you're just gonna coin flip gamble, you know, which crazily enough can be helpful on this strategy, you know, because going 20, things get bad fast. Things get bad fast, you know. You could just go 20 and then just hold for 5 points, but you know, if you 50, it's a lot sooner that you get that opportunity. You know, you just need that 195, just that 2 points. But then, you know, you could also eat bill breakers. Yeah, but you could also catch them too. Like say, you know, I just went short, right? I can't believe they gave this head and shoulders. Wow, honestly. Like say I just went short and then you just hold, you know, and then you actually just get another 800 billion. I mean, at that point, you're not really even necessarily trading for the coin flip. You're just actually trading for more. But I don't know, you know, it's just, you know, everything in trading is just a up in the air strategy. But that's a little thing. I went too long this video, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. But that's a strat. But you know, just make sure you have your locks on. You know, kind of unrelated to this strategy video, but keep your locks on. Without this lock, without the pdll locks, it's off right now. I have to reset it every day at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 p.m. And I have to put this on. I don't even care what it is. Just make sure this is on no matter what. You know? So yeah. That being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.